So I want to remind you, second graders, that we have two math books. This is the book yesterday that we looked at. And remember, we took our family letter out of here, page 9, and we gave it to our families to tell them what we are learning about in math this week. This is the book that we're going to work out of today. This one right here. There's two different books. This is instruction. It says to mathematics instruction. So this is what we're going to do. And in that book, you're going to turn to page 8. We are going to do pages 8 and 9 today. I tore my pages out. You can leave yours in. It's just easier for me to do this with you when I tear them out of the book. So go get this book and turn to page 8. Pause the video and then you can come back and play. Now, while you are doing this, you may need to press pause on the video to write some things down. I'm going to do this page with you. And then you can pause it, press play again to keep working. Okay? So this is the problem that we were looking at yesterday about these grapes. And our learning target is to solve a one-step word problem. It says Seth ate 9 grapes. Then his dad gave him more grapes, and he ate them. Seth ate 15 grapes in all. How many grapes did Seth's dad give him? So this is our bar model that we were working on, and it says, what is the total number of grapes Seth ate? Well, we know from our story, it says that he ate 15 in all. So we know that that is the total number of grapes he ate. So we write that number in this top box. We would call that part the whole. Then B says, how many grapes did Seth eat first? And then we're going to write that number in this box. Well, if I look back up at the problem, it tells us that he ate 9 grapes. So I'm going to write that here. That's one part we know. So I write 9 there. The next section, C, says, what does the question mark stand for? What does that stand for? What do you think? This is a part. What's that going to be? That stands for the, did you say missing part? You were right. So this stands for the missing part in our story. So that's what we need to figure out. Now we need to write an equation, that means a number story, using these numbers in this bar model. So we need to think 9 and how many more would make 15 in all. So our number sentence, we would write 9 plus, that's what we have to figure out, equals that whole, 15. So 9 plus what equals 15. So we need to figure out how many grapes did Seth's dad give him. Did you figure it out yet? Well, we think 9 and how many more. So I can use that strategy counting on to find that number out. So in my head, I would put 9 in my brain, and then I would say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Or I could draw counters to keep track of it too. Instead of my fingers, I could say 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I stop at 15 because that's our whole. So what is this missing part? We figured it out. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many grapes did Seth's dad give him? 6. So we figured out that missing part, didn't we? So 6 is what would go in this box because 9 and 6 make 15. Remember, you can pause the video and then press play to write down and do this with me. Okay, our next part is page 9. This is the last page we're doing. We're going to do page 8 and 9 today. So it says we can use the models to show the problem on the previous page. This is the problem on the previous page. So this is what we're thinking about, are these grapes. So this is the bar model. That's what we did here. 15, and then the parts were 9 and, remember we figured out it was 6. This is called the tape diagram. It's the same thing, it just looks a little different. The parts are still the same, aren't they? 9 and 6 would make 15. And then we all know this one, don't we? The number bond. This is the whole and these are the two parts. Whole, two parts, whole, two parts, 9 and 6. Now it says this question mark can be in different places in the models and equations in those number sentences. So we find the total. 9 and 6 equals what? 15. 9 and 6 make 15. So 15 would go here. And 15, if we have 15 and if we take 9 away, what's left? 6. We have to use all these three numbers in these equations. So I'm just going to write right over that question mark. If we have 15 and if we take 9 away, 6 is left. If we have 15 and if we take 6 away, 9 is left. Remember those fact families? Okay, now we need to find the change. Here's 15, 9 and what's missing now? Remember the numbers are 15, the parts are 9 and 6. So 9 plus 6 equals 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. And 15 minus 6 is 9. Those are all related facts. Once we figure this one out, we can figure out all of these number sentences. Now find the start. What and 6 makes 15? What do you think? 9. You got it. So then that question mark is going to be 9, isn't it? Wherever you see that. So we're going to say 9 plus 6 equals 15. 15 minus, there's that question mark, 9 equals 6. Or 15 minus 6 equals, there's that question mark, it's going to be that number, 9. Now, last thing. Now you can talk about this. Ronan had 11 marbles. He gave some away. Now he has 6 left. How could you use a model and equation to find how many marbles Ronan gave away? Well, we can draw that instead of writing. That's okay to do that. We could say, well, I know that he has 11 marbles. Now, if you want to do a bar model, tape, or number bond, you could do that. I'm going to use the bar model. Now I know that it says he has 6 left. And so we need to figure out how many marbles he gave away. That's what the question mark is. So we can think 6 and how many more make 11. We did that with the grapes. So we can say that 6 plus blank equals 11. So you count on from 6. 6 in my brain. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or I can draw it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's the missing part? So it looks like he gave 5 marbles away.